My name is Daniel Kwan and this is Bishop Montgomery High School Math Tutoring Club. We're located in Torrance Boulevard right next to Redondo Beach. Today we're going to talk about the definition of Euler's method and how to use this method into other AP test problems. So, and note, it's not Euler but Euler, and sometimes I will mistake by calling it Euler, so excuse me for that. So to begin with, the definition of Euler's method. The Euler's method is a form of numerical integration, a way to approximate the solution of a first-order differential equation where the initial point on the solution curve is known, but the shape of curve is unknown. So initial point is given, but the next is unknown. So I know you guys didn't understand the definition, maybe some, but mostly don't. And I'll explain those definitions through the problem. So in the real problem, it is formed in sentences, but I simplified with just given values, okay? So in a test, the initial function, the y prime function will be given with initial points, like in that definition. And step size is given. The step size, I just simplified it as st.s, step size, and the problem asks, we have to solve for y of 3 equal to what? So, as you can see, I made a line graph. So this is x. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And the function, the Euler's method, the equation of Euler's method is yn equal to yn minus 1 plus h times the function, which is this function, x minus 1 and y minus 1. So this n and n minus 1 is like this. So we'll call this 0, 1, 2, 3. The steps like ends, okay? These are ends. And if you can see, and these are the x values. So because I do this is because step size is 1, right? And we start from y, x equals to 0 is 2. So from 0, step size is 1. So just add 1, 1, 1 and reach 3 because we want to solve for 3. So let's start. Because we want to go to n1, we'll start with n1 equals to y. So n1, so right now n is 1, so 1 minus 1 because n minus 1 is 0 plus h and the function. I'll plug in the function first because it's a little complicated. Not complicated though. So it's x minus 1, right? So we want 0. What's 0? Right here. So we plug in 0 here and 2 here. So 0 will be 0. So I'll write it down. 0 minus 2. And let's simplify. Equal to y initial is 2. Not initial, sorry. Y is 0. And h, just to tell you, is a step size. The step size is 1, so 1. Oh, thank God. I chose the right number. And 3 times 0, 0, and minus 2. So y1 came out to be, so because it's 2 plus 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2 minus 2, right? So which is 0. So we can write at, we don't have to write that, sorry. So we could conclude that when x is 1, y is 0. Oh, that confused me. When x is 1, y is 0. And now let's jump to next. So this will be, we solve for y1, right? Now y2. So now n is 2, right? So n, 2 minus 1. So y1 plus h, the step size, and the function. Now the function again, plug in this 2. So if I plug in 3, so 3 minus 1 because we got this, so x minus 1 and minus 1. Right now n is 2, so we need, because it's minus 1 and n minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, so we need the function of when x1 and y1, which is this, y1. So we plug in 3x minus y, we plug in this one, so x is 1, y is 0. And now let's plug in the numbers. y1 we solved as 0. So 0 plus h, the step size, I'm so happy that I chose 1. And 3 times 1 minus 0 is 3. So y2, 2 will be, because it's an x value and we are on the and 2, x value is 2, so 2. At y2 we solved as what? 0 plus 3 equals 3, obviously 3. So this is y2. And now we're almost done because we just have to solve for 3, which is n3, 3. Let's go! Now n3. Now, do you see the pattern? If you make this line equation and make this chart during the test, it will be really easier for you because you understand where is where. So y3. So n is 3 now, so 3 minus 2, then n minus 1. It will be y2 plus h, the step size, and the function. I always do the function first. Function. So n is 3, so we need the value of 2's, which is this. So I'll plug it in, 3 times 2, because x and y value, minus 3. y3 is equal to, so y2, 3, because y2 is this value, I don't think I mentioned that, and plus step size 1, and 3 over 2, not 3 times 2, 6, minus 3. y3 is equal to 3, plus 6 minus 3, 3, which is equal to 6. Now, I'll just write it to show you guys. So we solve for n3, which is x equals to 3, and we solved for this as a 6. So this is y3. And the answer for this will be, now, 6. Because we have solved for this through the Euler's method. This is how you solve for the Euler's method. And if you see that definition of Euler's method again, now then you will understand the initial, like what is given and what is unknown, which is y2, 1, 2, 3 was unknown, while y0 was known. So way to do this is, because everything will given, if this was in the free response question, then you might, even in the MCQ, the multiple choice question, you might want to clarify which is given and which is to solve for, like me. Function is given, entry point is given, the step size is given. And then we have to solve for y parenthesis 3, which is the y value when x equals to 3. Now then, make a line graph. The step size can be varied. It can be 0.5, it can be 0.3. That means if it was, for example, 0.5 the step size, then while n, n1, n2, n3 is okay, the x value will be, starting from 0, it will be 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. So that is really mean question because that takes like 5 minutes to do it. So don't worry, College Board is not that mean. So if the step size is 0.5, then start with 0.0 because normally initial is 0. So starting from initial value 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. And if the initial value is, for example, y, so if the initial value is, this is just an example, 1.5 equals to 2, and the step size is 0.5 again, then you, at this point, at n1, you have to start with 1.5. So, and then start your trip. 1.5, step size 0.5, so 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, like that. So, everything will be given for you, and you just need to know this equation, this Euler's method equation. It's really important, and just plug in the numbers. And do not make any mistakes with the step sizes because you go by step, and do not always start with 0 because the initial value given can be start with 1.5 or 2.5 like I said, or like 3 or 1 or something like that. So the n0, at n0 the x value will be the initial value given, and then start your trip by adding the step sizes. So in this case, 0 is given, right? And then I'm repeating again, step size is 1, so just plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 until the the question, what the question asks. So the question right now asks for 3, right? So I just stopped at 3. Thank you for watching and I hope this video was helpful.